Okay, I think we're on. Well, that's good. Yep, now we can get this party started. How long are we gonna do this for? Equius, you need a lozenge? Nah, I'm good. But how long are we gonna do this for? Eh, I would say we at least, my dear friend, we need to at least finish this. Then, like after these we only got like 3 more to go before the epilogue. So let us begin. Yeah. Now we're going to speed everything up. Now this one's gonna be shorter because this is let's and out of character for a moment. I do love all these trolls. And when you notice when you know what happens to these trolls exactly and what you know it's kind of sad because you know you ain't gonna see him again. I mean, maybe they could have escaped, but we all know, like Spurb, they speed this up too. Because if you watch part one, you already know most of this. Once she crosses her arms and leans back into the back. Hey guys, remember, when you got facial hair like me, trim it every now and again. Crosses her arms and leans back against the brain room door, which the guard does not like. If her speed increase and mace brandishment is any indication. Okay, okay, yeah. You say let's go right now. Your hype is contagious. Even though you're completely faking it, she claps and bounds behind you down the stairs. A quick tug at her waist pulls out her quick tug at her waist pulls out of the mace's trajectory. The guard chucks it at you from above. It it's it thuds mightily against the wall by the door, and you both make it out. You both make it outside unbloodied. Checking behind to confirm you're not being followed. You don't stop running until you're both safely around the corner. Ah, and she giggles through catching her breath. Wow, that was a close one. You know, like your brother says, you are the best voice actress in the world. I swear to God, Ansaguara keeps perpetuating that joke. Everybody's gonna say it. All right. Wow, that was a close one. Librarians, am I right? She grins and takes your hand. Can you believe we only just met and we're already having hijinks? Having bonding hijinks? I didn't think making a friend would be so simple. I can't I can't wait to hang out with you even more at the con. Her smile is like a knife in your pusher. She's so excited about your budding friendship, and here you are gutlessly hiding the fact that you have no intention to take her from a dangerous situation to another. Maybe maybe you would have agreed if you were in a braver mood, but you you just don't know if you're up for life or death life life or death babysitting adventures right now. What you should do is probably get her home. You don't tell her any of this, of course. Instead, you agree and then check the Gorgle maps. The con is down the road to the left, and the caverns are to the right. Leading leading her straight back home would be too obvious. So you take the meandering route. Everything everything you pass seems to impress her. Oh, and yeah, we're streaming this live, right? Hmm. We should probably see if anybody's in the chat. I doubt it. I only just did the live stream thing so we could just do this. I only just did this so we could just do a longer video. That's what kind of the live stream's allowing me to do. But let's do this. everything everything you pass seems to impress her. Friend, frankly, bonkers range of architecture styles and slightly in in shrilly carnivorous plants, the burned out wreckage of someone's hive, and the flickering of starlight all around. She is observing a worm crossing the sidewalk. Out, out here, all exposed, all squishy and brave. I would say the ooh part, but I love myself too much. When you point out a cool rock, eager to keep her eager to keep her wonderment. Really? She puts she puts her hands on her cock tip. You know, you think we don't have rocks in the caverns? Try harder. She rolls her eyes at you, but she's still grinning. You accept the challenge and tell her there's something definitely never seen up ahead. Bring bring it. You lead the way. It's a hot minute since you've been back over there. You're interested to see it again. Still, this side jaunt feels like delaying the inevitable. She's going to, she's going to be pissed at you when she realizes you tricked her, but you can't help wanting to show off more cool stuff while you can. Anything to see that wide-eyed appreciation for anything, for any tiny new thing. Oh yeah, folks. Again, I want to make sure this chapter is done completely before we go back to our usual schedule. So next week, I don't think we'll have a lot of time because I got a plate, I got thing. I'm probably going out of town for a bit. So I want to make sure at least I got this out of the way. So then, like the coming Mondays, I have basically the coming Mondays. So the coming Mondays, I basically have like those chapters to do. So yeah. All right. What's left of your ship comes into view as you round the bend. There isn't really that much left to show of it, but when she is still into it, she runs over, expecting the rubble. You wonder what happened to the freshly missing parts. Maybe Valkyrie has come back to scavenge some more. Shit, Valkyrie. You haven't talked to that guy in forever. You vow to text him later, but still you feel guilty. It's hard to juggle all these beautiful friends, and even with how vicariously you crave them. That don't sound right. If you want to be good for everyone, but there's so many things that can mean. And and you stop. I mean, wait. You never stopped feeling like you treading water. When she emerges from the hall, clambering on top of the black metal box, waving around some inscrutable rusty bullshit. There's so many fiddly parts. This was how you got here? She observes you for a second or two and her nods her approval. That's pretty cool. Any old idiot can wreck a spaceship. It takes someone with brains to break out of the brooding cavern. Well, when you put it that way, you're completely right. She winks and pockets some pieces. Are you are you ready to keep moving? I don't want to miss them. I don't want to disappoint her. She's so cute. I don't know. Riska was cute at that age too. And maybe it's my desire. And maybe it's just my desire, as it's just my desire because I just, you know, being me, being Bugsy Prime, I never got to see any of my children grow up. With Friska, I definitely couldn't because I had to keep the timeline the way that it was. But some of that, it still haunts me, It still haunts me. You wanna keep on with me? Yeah, yeah, I do. It's happening right now. The horse son of jousting. Eck, what is with that? Well, it's like how your Earth has horses, right? We have these. Oh, so more hoof beasts for you to. Well, you don't have to be so lewd about it. Hey, I got to sometimes because I know you'd be like, "Oh, I need a towel." You could stop actually doing, imitating my voice. It's creepy. I know, but it's fun. You should, which should be ending pretty soon. Oh, we gotta break it to her. Heck, I'm so sad. You gotta break it to her. Alright. You tell her you're not sure what to tell her. But for some reason, Valkyrie won't leave your mind. Your sorry ass hasn't managed to keep up with all your friends you did earn. You sigh and start to fess up. Oh crap. You were afraid to run. You were afraid, were afraid, afraid to go. Afraid she'd run off. If you didn't stick with her, afraid of not knowing what to do next. What? You made me miss my one chance to do something fun for a change. Just because you're too much of a perv beast to go to a fun nerd party? It wasn't just that. You wanted to keep her safe, to take her home. She stomps her foot in frustration. Tears start to form in the corners of her eyes. Why do you why do you think you just make decisions for other people? Why don't you just go home if it's so, if that's so great? She shuts her mouth, words gone. She follows your gaze back to 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 the wreck. Your only shot, your only shot out, and winces. I didn't mean. I know you can't. I just wanted. She sits down in the grass, defeated. You sit too, a ginger distance away. No, her anger's fair. God, this sucks. You hadn't meant to deprive someone of the small joy on here on this bitch of Alternia. Yeah, it's the worst. She sighs, running her claws along the tops of the spiny purple grass. After a few minutes of silence, she speaks. Too late to do anything about it now. I'm still super angry with you, but I'm glad you were honest. I guess even if it took you too long. I'm not used I'm not used to people being straight with me. I feel like the older everyone gets, the more they lie, or at least the more annoying it is that they expect you to notice when they don't expect you to notice when they're lying. Not that I can super tell how old you are. Your alien physiology is a little inscrutable, but more, but you know more or less. Your plum husk buzz. Your plum husk buzz. Your palm husk buzzes, interrupting your train of thought. You you both look at your two texts. Okay, I gotta do like when I was trying to do the episode. Normally, I was still kind of struggling with Tagari's voice. are you st- Are you still? Are you still wanting? You still? Are you still? Are you sure? Still? Are you sure? You still don't want to join? There are many things. There are things beginning. Things are beginning to get interesting over here. May You may have the privilege of seeing me perform at peak performance. If you come by, stay put. There's a claw bear on the loose. I don't want you on the very long casualty list. You do a quick you do a quick gargle. You do you do a quick gargle. Holy shit, social media is on fire with the news of the con attraction getting free and mangling attendees left and right. The familiar, ghostly feeling of a near miss sends shivers down your back. Whoa! Her eyebrows, her eyebrows pull together as she works through the images she sees on screen and what it could have meant for her. She's still a little teary-eyed from before. I guess thanks. Not that you did it on purpose, but I guess it worked out. It worked out okay. I do love not being trampled, but it still sucks I didn't go to make any friends. You don't want to be presumptuous. You don't want to be too presumptuous, especially after all that. Maybe this day might still be salvageable. New acquaintance wise. When she when she blinks back her disappointment and puts on an attempt at a smile. Maybe might might as well see what what is she gonna do with her new friend. With her new friends, maybe on your way back to the caverns, you guys could talk about Soldier Per Beast or scary horse jousting or whatever she wanted to do there. She stands up and crosses her arms, looking you over, smiling, her smile turning real. You think you've got what it takes to roleplay? You stand up. 2. You're super cool with roleplay. You've basically been doing that since you landed. So, what's the what's the deal? What's the deal again? You ask as you start walking her home. Magic cats? Magic? You know, it's funny, Ek. You guys don't believe in magic, yet Aaron learned magic while in the medium, and if I gotta be honest, Frisk is like half chaos lord because of me. So wait a minute. Her dice, her dice is the extension of her magic. It's very little, yes, but it's still the extension. I mean, personality-wise, Frisk was like me and her mom to, at the same time. Both of our freaking faults, you could say. And both of our strengths. What kind of... Are you some kind of wiggler? There's no magic in Soldier Pervies. Rolling her eyes at you, and then hunching her shoulders, spreading claws, and darting her eyes from bush to bush along the sidewalk ahead of you. Unless you mean, unless you mean, unless you mean power of your own wits, the sorcery of all your senses aligning as you're ready to pounce, the hypnotic spell-like rhythm of your own pusher beating in time with your prey. She straightens up and grins. That that kind of stuff. I wanted to take you home and adopt you. Frisk is right. You are a softie. Hey, I may be a softie, but when it comes to fighting, heck, I am literally second to none. Ooh, what about Zan? What about Zan? Me and him are equal in strength, and no matter how hard I tell him, and that every one of our fights always ends up in a draw. Either way it goes, he still keeps trying. Again, it's like we cancel each other out. One cannot get over on the other. I can't fully win against Zan, and he can't fully win against me. It's like this. It's like the ultimate of all standstills. But let me get back. Let's get back to this. She bounces back fully, getting a feel, getting the feeling that not many indulge her in this. It reminds you of your younger self, and your heart crunches up a bit. Fuck yeah, let's play. Heck yeah, let's play. Eh, don't patronize me. Fuck yeah. And she giggles. Fuck, fuck yeah. Aww, God damn it, she's cute. Damn. Sorry, Ek. I was just thinking about. I was thinking about Frisco. I was thinking about Frisco when she was this ain't when she was this many sweeps old. I often think about that sometimes. So a little lost. So you could be so little lost. Little lost. You can be from the space cast. Let's call you Twinkle Paws. I'll be Wild Wisp from from Star, from Solar from the Solar Glare clan. She clearly she clearly seems to think you should be impressed or intimidated by this, but you don't really know what's going on, so you're not tinkle, Twinkle Paws. Got it. So you stumble upon so, so you stumble upon me while I'm taking down a nut creature, scaring it away with with your incompetence. Sound good? She pe- she peppers she peppers her walk with skips, which is the name which is the name of my kid. Again, why did you name your kid Skips? I I'm a chaos lord. Give me a break, Eck. Give me a break. I just it was funny at the time. Although Although everybody calls him Little Skippy, and I think that's still funny. He hates it when we all call him that. But like Jack and AJ, my kids, I hung out with AJ like not like yesterday while I can't like before I started hanging out with Future Me, and we started to do Pester Quest stuff. That kid looks so much like me and Ryoko. It hurts. It hurts whenever I look at him. It hurts. It hurts so much because I just remember. Remember when he was born. I remember how me and Ryoko would never let him go. Like seriously, we were like really super duper protective of him when he was little. We kind of didn't want him to grow up to be like us. If Eternia standards were different, I think Mind Fang would have talked me into her being a pirate just like us. But with Ryogo, we really wanted him to kind of not be like us to the extent of what we were. But it is what it is. Talk. Well, back to this. Sorry. I'm just every time I look at watching, I'm just reminded of my own. I'm reminded of my children. Talking, tugging up a veritable storm of world building. Her voice gets low and rumbly when she quits setting the scene and gets into character. Little, little one, what do you think you're doing, setting, saying strip on my territory? You've made me lose my creature feast. What? Do you? What do you have to say for yourself? Ah, fuck! It's your turn. You you didn't see where this is going, so you're sorry to. You know how hard it is to come up with a good meal. Fool! No! I gotta do it up. Fool! You think me so poor of a tracker? I'm so easily hurt by such a loss. I could find I can find another. I I find the only offense I find offensive only in that you clearly do not respect the bond between the hunter and the hunted. You blunt you blunder in and interrupt the rhythm of my secret rhythm of my fangs, its neck and its neck or its claws, my face. Wow, neither of us can know who would have prevailed. Ah, jeez, you're you're still like really sorry about your strip paws. You're constantly sticking those on other people's sacred dances. Maybe there's maybe there's some more nut guys over there. When she stops talking, giving you a withering look. Is that really the best you can do? No, you'll try again. Oh my god. You kinda okay. Breaking character for a minute. He kinda reminds me of Sky whenever he roleplays with somebody because that man shows me everything. I helped him make his account and stuff. And like when he first started roleplaying with people, he'd tell me about it. And it kinda reminds me of that. I should go call I should go type to I should probably go text him and see how he's doing. That'll probably be something I'll do later. How dare you accuse this how dare you accuse this pervies how dare this pervies accuse you of such a thing? Your intentions were your intentions are as noble as the wild pusher that thumps in your bone cabinet? When she bounces, hands and fists grinning. A little over the top, a little over the top, but not a little over the top. A sarcastic approach, but you're getting there. You practice finding your soldiers' characterization in a sweet spot as you walk her home. You take the direct route, but you let her stop explaining the group to explain Purby's grooming habits, to breathe in the rotting perfume of flowers, to appreciate yet another sidewalk braving worm. Eventually you reach the entrance, you know. And guess I should have did this with Annie. Her character that you here we go, Lynera. Where have you been? I said I'd be back. Not to run off and leave me to make excuses for you. Well now I'm back, get over it. I know you want tattle. You you don't want Bronya to know that you lost track of me. Watch yourself. Yeah, I can't really do Linear's voice like my girlfriend, but trying here. Thank you for bringing the short one back. Do you want to come in? I don't know, like Kendra looking like she trying, Linear looking like she trying to, you know, setting the scene if you get that drift. After this chapter, we're gonna take a small break, and then we'll get right back to it. You appreciate her politeness, but nah. You should go. You should go. Let her Jade settle down and everything. Plus, you have another friend to check up on. Before you can say anything to Wanshi about how you hope she ends up having an okay time, she scurries off around the corner, calling back over her shoulder. Wait, I have something I want to give you before you go. So you wait. Lanier keeps looking at you, arms crossed. You better be glad she's okay. Hey, we're cool now, aren't we? We cool now, aren't we? You wanted to, I don't know, you wanted to do some yandere shit. I'm just saying, you wanted to go do some yandere shit with me. What's going on right now? I could never. I mean, I would be in so much trouble. She gave us a copy of Warrior Kits. You don't have to call her Secretary of Caring because once she comes running back with something in her arms, her hair bouncing behind her. Here, read this. Maybe when you come back to visit me, you'll be a little more informed about the Soldier Purbeast universe. I I only have one person here to play with, and he usually pretends he's too cool. He doesn't like he doesn't absolutely love Purbeast cast drama. She bows a little as she offers you the book. To you, it's it's tattered with love. It's my personal It's my personal copy, and I think I can trust you with it. Tinkle Paws. What do you say? Oh, God. Heck, I ain't strong enough for this. I ain't strong enough for this. I'm so like that shit is melting my heart. Melting my chaotic fucking heart. Which my chaotic heart is black, by the way. Like, let's just say chaos hearts are black and twisted, but they still work. They're also kind of jagged, but we don't talk about that. We, you clutch to your chest and tell her you will. You guard it with the honor and, and Spitfire Starcast has to its hollow name. Ah! Jesus, guys, give me a minute. Give me a fucking minute. I'll be back. I'll be back. I gotta use the restroom. I'll be right back. I'm back and we're ready to go. I wanted to do again. I want I want to say this. I wanted to do I wanted to do just the one chapter today because I didn't feel like really just uploading two things. I mean, maybe I might do that maybe I might do that for Monday. But I think this is just easy so I can get through this chapter. So we're gonna get started. The stream's a bit lagged, but that is what it is. But let me just before we just put whoa. Okay, hold up everybody, I gotta check. I gotta check what's going on right now.
In this video, I'll show you
No,
how to set
not
up and
oh
manage
god, not
friendsim
that.
from YouTube's
Not
auto
that.
controller.
Not that, no. Just trying to go to Just trying to go to the freaking control room, sir. I just gotta check. I gotta check how we're streaming right now. Whoa. Excuse me, guys. I gotta check again. Don't you love it when Don't you love it when I have something I'm screwing it up so thoroughly? Okay, I'm just gonna click right now. Hold up. Let me see if I can get back into the streaming part of the studio so I can fix it a little bit. Let me just give it the old. Sorry, I'm just like putting this stuff here. I'm just setting everything up because gaming, game title. Alright, hive swap. Thank you. Sorry guys, I had to set this up real quick so then so everything's in. I'm not trying to I'm not trying to delay I'm not trying to delay anybody here, but I'm just making sure everything's in order before I start. Yeah. Actually, you you know what? You had it up to here with friendship. You're sure you're sure you're sure you'll be back on your regular friend making bullshit later. But today is one of those days where you just those days a curl up under the blankets with your favorite show sort of day. A day where you leave your phone on silent, say say nothing to no one sort of day. And honestly, you've watched a friend almost die, gazed upon the juggalo afterlife. You think you've earned more than a day or a night rather of respite from this. So just for today, you turn your back on this new swat of this new swath of Alternian city, Alternian city, and you consider walking through and heading back to ye old hideout. No expiration, no expiration, only bed. I feel like that's guys. I will tell you this right now. Sometimes I feel like that whenever I'm like really. I feel like that sometimes when making videos. Like sometimes I'll be like, I don't want to make a video today. I just want to lay back and just chill. You drag yourself up the scaffolding to more to your hidey hole more than anything. More than bring binging binging on media or relaxing amidst the peace and quiet. Wanting to take a nice long nap. You spill yourself in a pile of bedding, pillows, and various pieces of clothing you've managed to throw together and settle in as soon as your body touches you're out like a light. But the slumber isn't very long until you awake because your body is roosting itself after after sufficient slumber, but because pis, your persistent scrabbling sound, a persistent scrabbling sound, a persistent scrabbling sound that followed by a loud thunk. Typically, that you wouldn't be enough to get you up. You're a pretty heavy sleeper, but but the noise is accompanied by a nagging sensation that whatever it is, the noise is in the room with you, and that has you bolted upright. You must have woken up in the middle of your REM cycle because you feel like a mummy rising out of the crypt. Is this real life or is this real life or is it just fantasy? Your brain struggles to make sense of your surroundings through the through the fog of residual sleepiness that's still settled over you as you stumble to your feet. Eventually, you're able to discern the noise is coming from behind you and above you, around where the ceiling is. What the hell? What the hell? Is there a raccoon? Is there a raccoon crawling in the vents? Does Ontario even have raccoons? If if it is if it does, you're pretty sure you wouldn't want to meet one, but you can't exactly leave it in in your living space either. You get up to investigate. The noise is coming from the ceiling like you thought, but the platform but from a platform that's been shoved unceremoniously to the very back of the very back of the watchtower. There's a large object in front. It wasn't that. It wasn't. Wait a minute. It was in front of it. that wasn't there before. A giant carved lens that could only have come from the hole that is now in the in the side of the platform structure. Maybe this was an old telescope or camera that the condense once used for surveillance. The scra- the scrabbling continues. The scrabbling continues. It's coming from within the structure. You're not eager for whatever it is in there to come jumping out at you. As soon as you stick your head in the inside, but you still your nerves and hoist yourself up. You find yourself face to face with not some weird animal or bug, but a troll. This is a bona fide friend opportunity. It's practically falling in your lap, but you find yourself unexpectedly ornery about it. You you would think that you could expect some privacy in your own home. Oh well, the place you adopted as home in Alternia, but anyway, is apparently not. Even when you decide you aren't in a friendlier mood, there the universe goes yeeting new friends in your path. Anyways, you could go you can't go a day on this planet without dancing a whole friendship jig. It becomes obvious that this mysterious stranger isn't going to offer you anything more than a enigmatic gaze into the middle distance. What exactly are they doing in your hideout, you ask? If they're thinking of moving in, they could have at least asked you first. You're current occupant. You're the current occupant after all. I didn't want to move in. I already have a hive. I came up here for that. You point past you can only assume they're referring to the giant lens you've seen on the floor. If they gotten that, if they gotten what they came for, why are you still hanging? Why are you still hanging out in this hanging out in the platform innards like this? I'm stuck, and they didn't try calling for help. I didn't notice you. Wherever wherever you came from, I didn't think anyone was up here. They would perhaps like some help. Maybe. As you hop down from the platform, you find yourself eh hmm. Agrees what you I see what you're doing. What I was grabbing. I was grabbing us both something to drink because I know this drains your throat quite a bit. Ah, thanks, buddy. But anyways, alright, your turn. You hop down from the platform. You find yourself draining your ire. iron draining from you, from your yeah from you. I'm doing your I'm doing your usual bit. I know. From you, much like a much like flesh juice from a pimple. It's difficult to stay angry upon witnessing what possibly what possibly is the most pathetic burglary attempt ever, and that you're counting your little fiasco with your ship. After walking around to the of some other side of the platform, you can see the troll bootlegged sticking out from the gap in the structure. It looks too it looks too much it looks too it looks much too narrow for anyone to crawl through. And yet that's exactly what they must have done in order to push the lens out from behind. You yell that you're gonna pull them out. You hear a faint muttered okay, and you reach up to grab them around the waist, pulling hard. It takes a couple of tries, but with one with one last particularly hard tug, you finally are able to pull them free. They tumble they tumble down on top of you. Thanks for getting me unstuck and breaking my fall. You didn't really do that. You really didn't do that part on purpose. But you're glad they appreciated it. You guess they're pretty content to continue lying on top of you. Actually, but on top of you, actually, but they're heavy, so you wiggle out underneath them like an earwig from under a rock, clambering to your feet. Nah, knives, get down, get down with yourself. You you nod at the lenses. That's what they want, huh? The troll sits up, crossing their legs. You you can see them more clearly now. They aren't sequestered from the they aren't sequestered inside the platform, although their face is obscured obscured a little by scraggly hair and a floppy wide brim hat. They look as sleepy as you felt earlier. As sleepy as your danger feeling again. In fact, their voice is slow and regular, like a metronome dunked in molasses. It's almost, it's almost, it almost tends to send you right back to bed. Yeah. So, can I have it? You swear you can feel your friend-making juices start to circulate through your body again. With a little, with a vengeance after their little sabbatical. You're not really sure what came over you before. To turn down a chance to make a new friend? You. You? Ha! Wow. It's like who kidnapped you and replaced you with a totally different with a total stranger for a few hours there. You tell the troll, of course they can have the lens. It's not like they're doing any. It's not like they're doing any. Okay, I gotta make sure I'm still recording for the stream. All right, good. We're make. All right, good. I had to make sure. All right. It's not like they're doing anything with it, or like it's even yours to begin with. It was just broke. It was just abandoned here, along with the rest of this broken down tech. Curiously, you ask what they. Curiously, you ask, what do they want for it? Are they building something? Perhaps they're they're an engineer of some sorts. Of sorts. No, climbing the way up here just for some building material would be pretty dumb. I want to use it for art. You you look at the lens skeptically, like it's a cool lens, you suppose, but mostly looks like exactly what it is, a hunk of junk. They want to make art out of this. Their work must be pretty, I'm gonna say weird. Why are you gonna say weird? Hey, I wanna see where this will go. Yeah. The the two alternate the two alternate looking at the lens and each other for a while. Usually the course of making a new friend, they would have asked you to do something by now, or present them with some sort of choice between the different actions. Is there any? Is there anything they'd like to do now that they've retrieved their art material? Okay. Let's do the two ellipses. I guess it's all on you. They might want to take the lens back to their hive, right? I would, but I'm tired and hungry. Forging, forging from garbage takes a lot of energy. I and I use the last of it climbing up here. I don't think I'm able to carry it by myself. They really didn't think this whole junk heist thing through very well, did they? But you would look at that and and this time make time to make an excellent suggestion. Yeah, we're gonna probably break this. You could do that. You do that. Make sure you're careful with it. Of course, of course. You'll treat it with all the decency of an egg and a spoon race. Egg and spoon race. I don't know what that is. Carrying carry to the watchtower entrance through maneuvering down the cliff is more complicated. You manage by holding it between you as you navigate from foothold to foothold. When you reach the bottom, the troll looks like they're ready to sit down again. There's a brush. There's a brush. You urge you urge them on. Resting in their hive will probably be more comfortable. That's the wrong way. Sheepishly, you whirl back around from the random direction you were about to stride uh, toward uh, towards, and follow them instead. With them leading the way, you bring up the rear. You two stumbling along the path with the easy grace of two people with a horse costume. But you but you make it to your new companion. Your new companion's hive much quicker than you would have expected. They come they come to stop in front of the entrance. Another cave cliffside. If there is any if their place if their place is very far from yours at all, you're surprised they haven't you're surprised that you haven't run into any of them until now. You're practically neighbors. I've seen you around before. You're pretty hard to miss. Really? They should have said hi to introduce themselves. The two of you could have been hanging out all this time. I didn't feel like it. Besides, I was busy. With more of this scavenging and art business, you guess, oh well, you're getting to know each other now, which is what's important. Speaking of, you've been talking and walking along. You haven't even exchanged names yet. How how remiss of you! How remiss of you! You usually would have gotten introductions out of the way the moment they broke into your hideout. But you but you've been an odd sort. All you've been you've been an odd sort of you've been an you've been an odd sort of knight. That's okay. Um, I'm charmed. Now, come on. Now, come on. Let's go inside. They pull. They pull you and the lens forward. They didn't ask your name in return, but they managed to bumble. There's a bumbling. Introduce yourself as you lurch into their hive. At at home, you had a a thing you had a thing about garages. You thought it was interesting to scope the sort of stuff people end up accumulating. You've seen real gems in your day. A collection of singing and dancing novelty plants. Hey, you guys want to know something? I had a dream last night where I got a Venus flytrap in an accident. Like, and it became like a piranha plant. Like, more lively and a little less. Since I touched the rim of my mouth, I opened. You know, I've been thinking, maybe I should get a Venus flytrap. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go see where I can get one because I'm thinking of getting one. Naughty plants and figurines, and a small army of furries without any fur. The beat up remains of some kind of cat mascot costume. Inside Turin's hive is as if every single weird garage thing you've ever seen converged to exist simultaneously in their hive at the same time. The platonic ideal of garages. It's hard to believe that someone lives here. You look closer through and you begin to notice homely comforts among the metal junkyard scrapes and broken furniture piled all over the floor, and and all the way along the craggy cave walls. A Coopercoon sits a Coopercoon sits on a hold on, let me grab my glass. I'll grab my glasses in a minute. I'd still keep going for a bit longer without them. Alright. You think the kitchen cabinet you think the kitchen cabinet wedged into wedged into another. So what do you think? It's pretty cozy, you'd say. Giving them double thumbs up. The these 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 skill antiquities are a nice touch. I meant about I meant about my art. Oh, the art, of course. You desperately you desperately around you cast desperately around Kirun's Kirun's hive. Kirun, Kirun's hive. Karun's hive and such. A jumbled mess of miscellany, miscellany, and it's impossible for you to figure out which is art materials and which is finished artwork, which are Tarun's actual belongings. It's pretty. It's that's a pretty gnarly skull over there with their with leaves in the eye sockets. The angle which angle of which that umbrella sticks out of the lawn chair and really compelling. You saw on a purple object in the corner, more like a traditional sculpture. a bunch of household items stick together, stuck together. Those those curves, those curves that and I can't even say that word. Hue, truly inspiring place. Turin looks at you strangely. That's that's just a Gabriel load. You don't know much about art, do you? I don't know about this like performance art shit. I'm sorry. No, no. You don't. You don't. You really don't. Really taught you the importance of giving people what they want. I also taught you the importance of putting the tarp down for lobbing heads off. So blood paint doesn't get all over the floor. But you hadn't learned much about actually creating art from them. You gaze around, you find that you really want to understand, and clearly this is something that is important to Chirun, to Chirun, to Karun. So otherwise, why would they try to spend the majority of the time on it? You two wish to experience the fun marvels of the creative process. If you, if only you were there to learn. If you want, if you want to that badly, you could make something out of what I've collected. Really? They must have worked hard to find all this. It's it's really fun for you to just dick around with it. Art is dicking around. Looks like you're already starting to get it. You smile proudly. And anyways, if you make something sucky, they shrug their shoulders. You just take it apart and reuse it separate components to make something else. Your smile flags a little. Where do you want to start? You rub your chin thoughtfully, wandering to the lawn chair with the umbrella in it. A pile of fabric is stacked on top. You rifle through it until you find some colors you like. You walk across to the other side of Chirun's hive, searching for the other items you might be able to use. Chirun doesn't offer much in terms of guidance aside from cautioning you away from a couple of objects that are actually finished artworks. Whoops. You end up with an armful of knickknacks that are wait a minute that you put down in front of what is a from what is now a lamp post. But you be what you but will be soon your canvas of choice. Hold up. Then you get to work. The fabric whirls around The fabric you twirl around, you twirl all around the post. You tie a you tie a smaller object, a snow globe, and an old boot, and a fancy Santa, a fan, a fan, a fancy Santa onto its string. On top, you perch a rubber Walmart goose that makes a majestically horrible noise when pressed. As your arm piece comes together, your hands take a step back. You take a few steps back every net back every now and then. You appraise it from further away, making adjustments wherever you find something you're not happy with. It's like me when I'm like, that's me when I'm editing, or when I used to draw. Yeah, guys, I used to draw a lot, but I don't really do it much anymore. It's complete. You turn you turn Extra's opinion, newly flushed with pride and adrenaline from having consistently made a thing. They don't look very impressed. Your face falls down. What, what's wrong? Did you use too much orange? Were the tatters of Lucy's teeth a little too much out there? Listen, you're overthinking it. Do what just feels right. You frown. You don't think at all, then let your instincts drive you. Thinking a little is probably good too. Okay, don't overthink it, but don't abandon rational thought altogether. Let your feelings guide you, but not completely. Pretty vague, but sure, you'll give it another shot. You strip the lamp. You strip the lamp post back down. This time, you don't spend. You don't spend too long regarding it in in all in regarding it in all its nude metal glory. Okay, why you gotta say it like that? You begin you begin working immediately, whipping around Chir- Chiron's hive in a flurry. Cave dust and determination. Yes, it's determination. Grabs as grabs things as soon as you lay you lay eyes on them. Chiron looks more and more fascinated the longer you're at it. It's not long until their eyes are positively gleaming. They're taking a step after tentative step towards you as you're drawn to your as if they're drawn to you by sheer force of your artistic energy. They look like they look like they look like they might want to join in actually. Is that okay? I see what you're going for, and I think your vibes got me all inspired. Of course, the more the merrier. You'd love to see what the two of you could create together. With barely, with a barely there smile, Turan, Turan plants a traffic cone at the base of the lamppost. A great, a plume, and you're off. There you go. It's all a blur after that. The two of you move in unison, like co-piloting a Jaeger. Okay, someone's been watching fucking Pacific Rim. Instead of a giant robot, you steer instead of instead of a giant robot steering feverishly, creatively, steering a feverish, creativity propelled fugue state. Yeah, I get like that too. Especially when I'm writing, I'm like, oh shit. I'm like, oh shit, I'm all inspired. Oh fuck, what are my hands doing? How are they typing this? Oh shit, it's like that. Well, I think we're almost done. You stand back at your newly forged pile of brick a brack, mopping the sweat from your brow. Mopping the sweat from your brow. Right, you're almost finished. Almost. You just need to add the finishing touches, the piece de resistance, and you know, just the thing. With great conviction, you pick up a box. You pick up a box from the floor. Tearing it open, the contents fall out all over your sculpture. Oh no! My pol- my poly. Oh my god! You freeze. Were those cooking ingredients? You seem to got carried away. You start to apologize, but Truman waves your words away. It's fine. It looks better this. Too, too good. Too good. Too good to waste. Too good to waste as food. Anyways, I can find other things to eat. Okay, that's kind of a cute little gaze they got going on. I like that. Your creation. You both regard your creation heavying for breath. You're done. As exhausted as you are, a wonderful calm settles over you as you admire the results of your handiwork. It's like what I'm writing. It's oh beautiful. It is. It it really is. You don't know how, but because you don't think you've actually done anything different compared to your first try. Maybe you just got lucky. But regardless on exactly how it came about, this is one of the most bizarrely sublime things you think you ever laid eyes on in your life. The longer you stare at it, the more reveal the layers and depth reveals themselves to you. Like the petals on a newly bloomed flower, opening the sunlight of spring. You abruptly, irresistibly feel yourself feel yourself gripped in the throes of new profound knowledge. Shuren's artwork are pointless and weird, but perhaps that's what gives them their charm. In such an uncertain, violent world where trolls call trolls, troll call troll, and where you might be trapped in an endless Sibian Sea, journey across the planet in search of new friends, for a brief moment, you can have this. You can stand here and watch appreciative what the fuck masterpiece at this appreciative the what the fuck at this masterpiece you crafted out of a bunch of other people's trash, marveling at how you birthed something greater than yourself. Sometimes trash can be beautiful. You think you understand that now? This is what Cherum must have been endeavoring to teach you. You beamed at them, glowing with joy at your discovery. Uh, yeah, sure, if you say so. Yeah. Okay, we did chapter 15, everybody. Bam. Okay, my future self. Okay, my future self has made a video for tomorrow, so you guys can see past requests. But we are back doing hiveswap for the last few chapters before the epilogue. So it's gonna be fucking awesome, guys. Like every following Monday, we're gonna finish these off Monday and Tuesday, and then boom, we'll be up to the epilogue, and then whenever we get to the epilogue, we'll basically do that and finish, and then we'll go straight into Pester Quest because we need to finish Pester Quest. Like when Pester Quest is fully finished, then we can actually go fight Lord English. But hey, I'm not gonna tell you about the story stuff. We're done here, everybody. Everybody, we are done. We can go look at the befriendments now. We're getting close, laddies. But we'll see you guys later. I hope you enjoyed the stream, even if no one showed up. At least you can see the stream in a big old live stream kind of way. I know I haven't been streaming lately because I've just been preparing stuff for, uh, you know, getting out of town because I like bringing stuff along, so I'm just making sure I got all my stuff prepared before we go. Before everybody goes, and we're gonna be good. Thank God, everybody else got a side trailer to the RV because Monica and Aridin and Minka want a little family time to themselves, and basically everything is packed. Everything is going to get packed and set. I can't wait. But I wanted to tell you, the following Mondays and Tuesdays, we're getting back to hiveswap and we're finishing this. So we'll see you guys later, and remember, peace. And remember, watch more. Hold up. Let me do something first. Let me get something going real quick. Yeah, I want you to know, guys. I love doing hiveswap because it does give you, because even though I'm not really finished with it yet, it does for like newer fans. I think you should totally get hiveswap friendsim because what it does for you, because guys, what it does for you is it gives you It basically gives you an understanding of Homestuck, or at least the Eternian side of things. Um, I've been doing Pastor Quest, and basically, it gives you a little insight within the other with the it gives you insight with the characters, which I really feel is super duper important. You know what I mean? I'm trying to hold up, guys. I'm trying to put the freaking. I'm trying to put the playlist in the description so you guys can just well, so you guys can just like click onto the other episodes. Oh god, the other recording. Didn't mean to put that there. Uh, Let me just. I just want to make sure. I want to make sure you guys got everything you need before I get out of here, so you guys can actually like look upon the other episodes and really see if you guys like it. But anything you want to say, Ek? I really do enjoy doing these videos, and soon they're gonna come to an end. It's really sad, but this was a pretty fun ride. And we may not be finished with it yet, but I wanted to say it in advance. To tell you all that I do have fun with these. And we'll see you guys later. Peace, everybody. See you guys real soon.